I'm frustrated. I want to win. I don't care how much time is on the clock. They got their starters in. There's a chance we can win. I want to be a part of that. I don't care how dire the situation looks. I'm want to try to make something happen. So I hate coming out of those situations. I hate, that kind of inevitability and not being able to do anything about it, because I want to win. I'll do anything.
We're all frustrated. Obviously, in those moments, we want to make sure it doesn't get the best of us. But with that frustration comes a resolve. And I think
that's it, because that's all it was. They haven't done anything to show any one of us from afar we're willing to.
The Cleveland Browns are back in the headlines again, and this time it's pure chaos. Forget the scoreboard, because the real drama is happening off the field. Reports are flying that Myles Garrett, the heart and soul of the Browns defense, might actually be on the trade block. Can you believe that? We're talking about the man who's carried the defense through heartbreak after heartbreak, giving everything even when the offense looked completely lost. And now, the very same player who's been the team's emotional engine could be getting pushed out the door. So what went wrong? Word is, Garrett has finally had enough of Kevin Stefanski's coaching games. He's furious about Stefanski favoring quarterback Dillon Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders, and he didn't stay quiet about it. Garrett made it crystal clear that this favoritism has wrecked the team's rhythm and destroyed morale inside the locker room. Now the team is split in half, trust is fading fast, and Garrett's patience has completely snapped. After that brutal loss to the Patriots, he let the world know exactly how he feels. No filters, no sugarcoating. During a fiery post-game press conference, he ripped into the leadership and made it clear he's done playing the good soldier for a coach who refuses to listen. Cleveland is standing on shaky ground right now, and this explosion could be just the beginning of something even bigger. Myles Garrett didn't mince words.
I'm frustrated. I want to win. I don't care how much time is on the clock. They got their starters in. There's a chance we can win. I want to be a part of that. I don't care how dire the situation looks. I'm want to try to make something happen. So I hate coming out of those situations. I hate, that kind of inevitability and not being able to do anything about it, because I want to win out.
He's sick and tired of the endless excuses. He's out there busting his back every game, leading the defense, doing everything possible to drag this team toward victory. Yet the offense keeps falling flat. It's like watching someone pour their heart out only to see it wasted week after week. He made it clear that no matter how hard he works, the Browns can't win when the offense keeps collapsing under pressure. And now comes the real twist. Reports say Kevin Stefanski is quietly moving to push Garrett out of Cleveland. That's right, the same coach who's supposed to lead the team is apparently ready to ship off his best player. If that doesn't scream dysfunction, what does? During his press conference, Stefanski tried to play it cool, brushing off Garrett's comments as normal frustration, as if everyone was just overreacting. But fans didn't buy that for a second. He even suggested that Garrett's emotions were clouding his judgment, and that only made things worse. Garrett wasn't having it. He's done being disrespected and made it clear that he won't stand for this kind of treatment anymore. The moment Stefanski tried to downplay him, the entire fan base turned on the coach. Sports analyst Sean King even jumped in, calling Stefanski's comments a fireable offense. King flat out said that undermining your top defensive player, a man who's given everything for the team, is downright unacceptable. And here's where things get ugly. Stefanski doesn't even have full support inside his own locker room.
They say Dillon was the second-rated quarterback on his board in the draft.
Yep.
That might be the most. That's a fireable statement.
That's what we
Players are quietly siding with Garrett, whispering that the coach's obsession with Dillon Gabriel has completely divided the team. Stefanski's reportedly going after anyone who dares challenge him or call out the chaos behind the scenes. Even Garrett Bush joined the firestorm, roasting Stefanski's entire offensive strategy, calling it straight up awful, no matter if Dillon Gabriel or even Joe Flacco is under center. At this point, it's not just a quarterback controversy, it's a full-blown mutiny in Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski is still shutting down every chance for Shedeur Sanders to touch the field, and people are starting to see right through it. Garrett Bush called it out, plain and simple. Stefanski's so-called results have been paper-thin for years, and now his flaws are too big to hide. Bush says Stefanski is purposely blocking Sanders from playing, and honestly, it's starting to look exactly like that. At first, Stefanski tried to cover his tracks by claiming Shedeur was injured, the classic "he's not 100% excuse. But even after being exposed for bending the truth, he doubled down like nothing happened. He told reporters that Sanders showed up to practice banged up, warmed up before the game, and just wasn't ready to go. But let's be real, that story doesn't hold up. There's a massive difference between a real injury and being benched out of spite. Stefanski's explanation sounds weak, forced, and straight up defensive. Fans, players, and insiders aren't buying it anymore. His stubbornness isn't helping either. It's only making the tension explode even more inside the locker room. Then came the twist no one saw coming. The truth finally broke loose thanks to offensive coach Tommy Reese. After that crushing loss to the Patriots, Reese basically shattered Stefanski's entire cover story. Stefanski claimed Sanders was too hurt to play, but Reese's actions told a completely different story. Cameras caught Reese giving Sanders active instructions after the game, showing everyone that Sanders was more than capable of playing. Reese didn't have to say a word. His body language said it all. He wasn't following Stefanski's script, he was doing what a real coach does, getting his player ready, not hiding him away. That quiet rebellion sent shockwaves through the organization.
2 receivers with over 1,000 yards, and he's the laughingstock? You see, this is the part that gets me. Narrative over facts. Narrative, and it's funny how if you say it enough,
it exposed the cracks in leadership and confirmed what fans had been suspecting all along. Stefanski doesn't want Shedeur Sanders on that field, period. Now, the question isn't whether Stefanski lied, it's how long the Browns front office can ignore this mess before the whole thing blows up completely. The truth is, Tommy Reese isn't just trying to call out Kevin Stefanski, he's trying to stop the Browns from tearing themselves apart from the inside. The man knows the locker room is seconds away from a full-blown collapse. When team leaders like Myles Garrett start publicly questioning the head coach, that's not just frustration. That's a red alert that something is seriously broken in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, the face of the Browns defense, didn't hold back when he grabbed that mic at the press conference. His message? Brutal honesty. He made it crystal clear that he's done caring about Stefanski's opinions and excuses. Garrett's patience has run dry, and he's tired of hearing the same recycled lines about trusting the process and developing the quarterback. For him, the mission's simple. Win games, period. And honestly, who can blame him? Garrett's been putting on monster performances week after week. Against the Patriots, he went off. 5 sacks in 1 game. That's not just impressive, that's history in the making. 2 of those sacks straight up stopped the Patriots from scoring, saving the Browns from an even uglier loss. And yet,
about in that moment, I mean, I think it may have been that he got taken out of the game and wanted to play, is what I think he said afterwards, but I don't know if it was specifically about that moment. But what do you think about that sort of show of frustration by him on the sideline?
Yeah, similar to what I was just saying, Mary Kay, with Cam. We're off.
What happens? The offense falls apart again. Garrett's frustration is more than justified. He's out there giving everything, sweat, pain, and pride, while Dillon Gabriel and Stefanski can't get the offense moving. Imagine dominating every snap, making game-changing plays, only to watch your quarterback miss open receivers and your coach defend it like nothing's wrong. That's enough to drive any elite player over the edge. It's clear now, Garrett isn't just angry, he's heartbroken. He's doing his part, but his teammates keep falling short, and his head coach refuses to fix it. This isn't just tension anymore, it's the spark of a potential mutiny inside the Browns locker room. Kevin Stefanski just refuses to face reality. Even as the walls close in around him,
How tough is it for you guys to have such a good defense for you to be out there getting 5 sacks and putting the team on your back and just to not have any offense to go with it?
It doesn't get any easier. Each week you ask me, so.
He's standing there acting like everything's fine, but everyone can see the truth. Ocho stepped into the chaos, backing up Myles Garrett and pointing out just how deep this mess has gotten inside the Browns' locker room. He said it loud and clear. When a player like Garrett starts calling out the coach in public, that's not just frustration anymore. That's a warning sign that the whole team's about to blow up. Despite all the proof that Dillon Gabriel isn't cutting it, Stefanski still clings to him like his job depends on it. It's wild. Instead of listening to his star defensive leader, he's doubling down on the same bad call, giving Gabriel endless chances while Shedeur Sanders watches from the sidelines, ready to prove himself. Fans are losing patience, and even analysts are calling Stefanski's loyalty delusional. Ocho didn't hold back either. He said it's obvious that when your best player starts begging for changes on offense, something's deeply wrong behind the scenes. But Stefanski won't budge. His pride is running the show, and that stubbornness is tearing this team apart from the inside. Every decision he makes only adds more tension to the locker room. Players are frustrated, coaches are clashing, and the fans are done with excuses. At this point, it's not even about Garrett's personal anger. It's about a locker room that's completely lost faith in its leader. When your captain, the man who bleeds for the team every week, starts speaking out, it means trust is gone. And what's Stefanski doing? Trying to silence Garrett instead of hearing him out. Some insiders even say he's been trying to intimidate Garrett behind closed doors. And that's only making the situation spiral faster. The Browns aren't just facing a losing streak, they're staring down a total meltdown. And unless someone steps in soon, Stefanski's stubbornness could destroy the whole franchise from within. The tension in Cleveland just keeps getting heavier. Inside the locker room, frustration is boiling over, and Kevin Stefanski still refuses to budge. His loyalty to Dillon Gabriel is starting to look less like strategy and more like pure stubborn pride. Players are whispering that Stefanski's lost the locker room completely and that his refusal to let Shedeur Sanders step up is destroying what's left of team chemistry. Myles Garrett's message hit harder than anyone expected. He's not just venting anymore, he's leading a silent rebellion. Every time he steps in front of the cameras, you can feel the weight behind his words. He's fighting for accountability, for a team that wants to win instead of just making excuses. And the crazy part, most of the locker room agrees with him, but are too afraid to speak out. Meanwhile, Tommy Reese is still playing it smart, keeping things professional while quietly preparing Sanders for the moment everyone knows is coming. Insiders say Reese has been pushing for a quarterback change for weeks now, but Stefanski keeps blocking it, afraid it'll expose how badly his system's falling apart. The energy around the Browns feels unstable, like something big is about to break. Every decision, every press conference, every game, it all feels like a countdown to a major shakeup. The question now isn't if Stefanski loses control, but when. Behind the scenes, the storm inside the Browns organization is hitting new levels. Players are starting to pick sides. Some still backing Kevin Stefanski out of loyalty, while others are quietly rallying behind Myles Garrett and Tommy Reese. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife, and even team meetings have turned icy and divided. You can feel it. This team isn't just struggling on the field, they're falling apart from within. Reports are swirling that Stefanski has been clashing with his coaching staff more than ever, especially with Reese. Sources say heated arguments have broken out during film sessions over how Shedeur Sanders is being handled. Reese has been pushing for transparency and fairness, but Stefanski keeps shutting him down, claiming he's not ready. It's become obvious that this isn't about readiness, it's about control. And Myles Garrett? He's had enough of the politics. His recent comments weren't just emotional, they were a direct challenge to Stefanski's authority. The locker room knows it too. Garrett's words carry weight, and players are watching closely to see who blinks first. Will Stefanski double down again, or will he finally face the truth that his team is slipping away from him? Even local media has turned on him. Analysts are saying this feels like the end of the road for Stefanski if he doesn't act fast. The front office is reportedly monitoring the chaos closely, and whispers suggest that if another loss comes, heads might roll. Something's got to give, and soon. The more Kevin Stefanski tries to flex his authority, the more his leadership flaws are cracking wide open. Fans see it, the players feel it, and even former athletes and analysts like Ocho are calling him out for losing control of the locker room. His stubbornness has turned the Browns into a pressure cooker, and every week, the temperature rises. Public opinion has flipped against him fast. What started as quiet frustration has exploded into open doubt about his future. The longer Stefanski clings to his pride, backing Dillon Gabriel no matter how much the team suffers, the harder it becomes to keep everyone united. The locker room feels split, the coaches are frustrated, and the fans are tired of excuses. If Stefanski doesn't start listening to his veterans, his coordinators, and especially to players like Myles Garrett, he could soon find himself completely isolated. What he sees as control is actually backfiring hard, and each passing week is making it clearer that his job might be slipping right through his fingers. The pressure is boiling over, and every loss feels like another nail in the coffin. Cleveland's at a crossroads. Fix the leadership or face a collapse that could define their season. So what do you think about Kevin Stefanski's handling of this whole mess with Myles Garrett and Dillon Gabriel? Do you believe his stubbornness will finally cost him the head coach position? Or will he somehow pull off a comeback and win back the locker room? Should Shedeur Sanders finally get his shot at leading the team? Or does Gabriel still deserve more time? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you on the next one.